Hey guys, I am here going Facebook Live, so hopefully I've shared to the right groups. My wonderful technical assistant does not have anything up for me to see your comments, so hopefully if you have comments, I'll be able to address them for me. Tonight we're doing a live show for Tara, so in the comments now I have shared this a couple of places because I want some extra exposure, but I want you to please tell me in the comments where you are viewing this video from. If you're viewing it from one of my other virtual parties, or if you're viewing it from my live Facebook feed, from my page, or from my business page, just so I can keep track of kind of how this whole Facebook Live thing works. So hi Tara and all of your gang that are hopefully sitting by your computers watching live tonight for our fajitas in a flash. This recipe is one of my favorites, and when Tara and I were talking about a really fun menu to plan for our live cooking show, she said let's do something quick and easy that the kids will eat, and my boys love this recipe. So if we have enough time and you guys want, I will also do a dessert later, but of course I'll leave that up to you. So feel free to comment and interact, ask questions, so that way I can answer them as we're moving through this cooking show and giving you a little taste of Pampered Chef without actually getting to taste the yummy recipe. My hubby and I will be eating this after the show, so that way we can enjoy the fruits of all my labor. Okay, so what we're going to be working with, hey Tara, so what we're going to be working with is our deep covered baker, and the deep covered baker is one of my favorites. It's been my magic pot is what it's been called for years. It's been deemed one of Pampered Chef's babies that we use all the time. And quick desserts are super easy, Tara. This one takes about 10 minutes. And Tara, since you are our host and we're watching the live stream in your event, go ahead and tag everyone who said they were going to the event. That way they can see that we're live here in your party tonight, so they can see what we're doing. So I'll give you a little bit to do that so we can get a few more peeps on here asking questions. I know Roberta was liking comments earlier, so feel free to chime in if you're watching the live feed. Okay, so the deep covered baker is in Pampered Chef's stoneware line. This way, this way, this way. Okay, he's helping me. Okay, so the deep covered baker is in Pampered Chef's stoneware line, and it has a 3-year warranty. So the deep covered baker is in this beautiful gray that has been redesigned this last season. It was redesigned in this beautiful gray color. It's had a few different colors over the years. It's been a white, it's been cranberry, it's been a beautiful taupe color, it's been all kinds of really fun colors, but it's in this beautiful gray because Pampered Chef likes to stay on trend. So we want to make sure that we're staying on the with what's going on in current homes. So if you watch any HGTV or any of those new home shows that you're seeing, you notice a lot of the kitchens are going with the gray, the white, and the stainless. So that's where these colors come from. So it is glazed on the outside. That's for presentation so that it can take it from the microwave or oven to the table and you don't have to switch dishes. It is unglazed on the inside. And I see that Tara is tagging a bunch of people, so come on and join us. And when you join the live Facebook feed, go on ahead and chime in and say hello so we know that you're watching. So it is unglazed on the inside and glazed on the outside. That's just for presentation. This is the deep covered baker. There is also a mini version of this that's really adorable, and it's also in the gray. You can get it in a kids set and a bright orange color as well. But the deep covered baker is great for cooking for a family. You can do a whole chicken in this in 35 minutes in the microwave. You can do chicken fajitas, which we're doing tonight, in 15 minutes in the microwave. Casseroles in about 18 minutes. Also desserts in 10, all kinds of fun stuff. This comes with an electronic cookbook for with 150 plus recipes that you can do either microwave or oven. So we've got some fun going on here. So the other products we're going to be using tonight for this demo are, we have our knives. Oh, you want me to hold on? Okay, hold on. He's readjusting cameras. Excuse the technical difficulty. Just kidding. Okay, and Tara, I did see you tag several people. That's okay if they can't watch the live stream. It will be posted into your event page so people can come back and watch the replay. Okay, so we have two different versions of our knives, and I am using our new flexible cutting mats. They Pampered Chef redesigned those as well. I did not give Stephen a cheat for that because I forgot I was using them. So you don't get the item number. Type in flexible cutting mats in the search bar, you'll find it. But these are neat because they are big enough that they can cover a big surface area. It's like 15 by 12 inches. And then there's also a smaller size. These are the small flexible cutting mats. They're like an 8 by 10 photo. So depending on what you're looking for there. And this will be my little thank you gift for Tara for having us in your homes on the computer tonight for this live Facebook party. Just as a way to say thank you, because I'm giving this to all of my April hostesses. This way. So I'm giving this to all my April hostesses. So Tara, this will be an extra little bonus for you. Okay, but with the knives, there's two different kind of knives that Pampered Chef has. The first one is our color-coded ceramic. These are a stainless steel blade. This one just came out of the dishwasher. No, just kidding. Hand wash only, all of you watching. This one is a stainless steel blade that's been coated in ceramic. It is very, very sharp. These guys, you can get a sharpener for it. We have this little multi-sharpener. It does your color-coded knives. It does your food chopper blade, your manual food processor blades, and your shears or your scissors to sharpen those bad boys up. So you can always get that as an extra to sharpen up the ceramic knives. They do have a 1-year warranty, and again, they're very lightweight. They have a very light price point as well. So if you're looking to get some great knives and not have to pay a ton of money, you want to go with the little ceramic coated knives. The other knives that we have are in our forged cutlery line, and those are these beautiful beasts here. And I always like to show you that you have a good knife when it balances. And this blade is actually a full tang blade. So that means it goes from the tip all the way through the end, and that way it's going to work for you. It has a really nice ergonomic feel. It's going to be a little bit easier to balance, and you feel the weight of it because it is heavy. And it is a German forged steel, which means that it's two blades that have been forged together very, very tightly. So over time, that is going to feel like your knife is getting dull, but it's actually not. What's happening is microscopically, those blades are separating. So that's where this fun honing tool comes into play, because all you do is every like 4 or 5 uses, just take, and you're not really sharpening. All you're doing is just realigning that blade to the handle. Okay, so we're going to be using that with our veggie wedger and our salad choppers. And these guys have a lifetime warranty. I know I showed these on the last video that Tara watched, so these are kind of fun. These have a lifetime warranty. They do have this little spring in the handle that comes out so that you can dishwasher these bad boys, and that spring will pop right back in. It does have the dual blade, so you can get a really nice chop on that. And I do teach this backwards, or what I call the right way. So with the salad choppers, you're going to put your hand in through the locking mechanism side. So you'll see this little red. Are you just adjusting to me? I don't. He's giving me faces. You'll see the little red locking mechanism. That'll keep it closed. That's the part I put my 4 fingers through, because then I'm going to pull with my thumb and chop towards me. So this is great for cutting up chicken. They are called salad choppers, so of course you can use them for salad, but I use them more for cutting up chicken and pulling pork than I ever used for salad. And I did already do some prep work with our fun little scoop loop, and Stephen will be showing you guys all of these products, the product numbers, and where you can find them and their price. I think he's got all that prepared for us. So we're going to start first with our onion. Now this recipe is super simple. I call it my 1, 2, 3 fajitas, because it's 1 onion, 2 peppers, 3 chicken breasts. But you can do as many onions or peppers as you want, and usually 3 or 4 chicken breasts will work as well. So when you are working with this, we want to kind of cut off all of the extras we're not going to use. And I do keep asking Pampered Chef for an onion peeler. If you want the address to our customer solutions, I will share it with you. So you can also help me ask for an onion peeler, because it's the worst job in the kitchen. But if you're not going to use your entire onion, you want to leave your root intact, because then it's going to allow you to get a little bit more life out of your onion. We are going to use the whole thing, so we're going to cut that end off. And then we're just going to take and peel that outer shell of skin that we don't want. And I do have a yuck bucket. I think Tara suggested that last time, like Rachel Ray. Hopefully it's off screen so you're not seeing it.
To your right.
To my right. Well, no, the trash can's over there, but I need to move it all there. He's prepared for me. Okay, and we are going to use our veggie wedger. So the veggie wedger is great for anything that does not have a core. So your potatoes, your sweet potatoes, if you can soften them for about 15 seconds before you run them through here, your onions, your peppers, anything. I always start this on the cutting board first, and then I finish it off in the wedger because it makes it a little bit easier for us. So, and you'll notice it does fit like a puzzle. That's on purpose. It will not go down if you do it any other way. You want to make sure it fits. The handles are going to be on either side. So we're going to take this onion. See, it's going to hold it there, and then you just finish it off, and it's going to wedge all of those onions. And I'm going to put them in here whole like this because as it cooks, it's going to separate them, and then it's going to really get them nice and sauteed for us. Okay, and I will go ahead and show you, I did get these peppers already cut up, but on the Mac Daddy pepper here, you're just going to cut the top off. The Paper Chip has this really fun tool. It's called a scoop loop. This is a great little add-on for any order. It's great for making zucchini boats. You can take the insides up out of your tomatoes and do stuffed tomatoes with it. My husband loves this one the best. When we first got it and I used it, he goes, oh my gosh, I expect stuffed peppers a lot more now. Because all you do is you take and kind of do a little twist here, and it's going to pull out that entire middle. And then you're also going to be able to go back in here and get all of these little spiny parts out of the middle of your pepper to clean that up. So if you are a fan of stuffed peppers, that's going to be a great one to have. Okay, so then we're going to take same thing. You're going to start it right here on your cutting mat, finish it off. This makes little wedges. So you can also do this same thing if you're doing like little fajita poppers and you want to use the bites of your little pepper bites because then it just fits right on. And you can fill this. I do a little, they are called fajita bites. If you go to my website, sassychefs.com, and type in fajita bites in the search bar, you take your peppers like this, blot them, dry them off a little bit, and then it's a chicken and some chipotle seasoning and some cheese and green onions and all kinds of little stuff that you mix up together, chopped up, and then you put little scoops on here, more cheese, and melt them, and they're perfect for everything. They're great for football season. They're a huge hit around here in the fall for sure. So these are all going right here in the deep covered baker. So I started with my onion on the bottom, my peppers on top of that, and then I have, I'm going to put some of our chipotle seasoning. So for those of you who are watching this, all of our seasonings are gluten-free. This one is one of my favorites. You can tell because I hardly have any left. We use it a lot around here. We're going to sprinkle this entire thing with our chipotle seasoning. If you are a measurer, you won't like this at all. But if you are, if you don't measure, I always say cover it until there's no naked parts because this is our vegetables clothing. And I do need to go get our chicken because I forgot to pull that out before we got started here. So give me just a second to go pull our chicken out of the fridge. Do I have any chicken Nazis out there? The ones who like to cut all the fat off of the chicken besides me? My husband's raising his hand. Okay, so, and I hate touching chicken. It's the grossest job in the entire kitchen. Gross, 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 gross. It's all good. Okay, this one's pretty good. We got a little bit of fat here. So we're going to take and cut off some of this chicken fat, and then these guys are going to go right on top. So I don't know what angle I need for you, honey, so that they can see that I'm just placing these boneless, skinless chicken breasts right on top of all of these veggies. And then I'm going to wash my hands a million times. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover this again with more chipotle seasoning. Okay. All right, so what we've got here now is we've got our onions on bottom. Those of you who are just now tuning in, we're making chicken fajitas in 15 minutes. So we've got onions on bottom, 3 peppers sliced on top, some chipotle seasoning. And again, we're going to cover this entire top because this is our chicken's clothing. I say that all the time. And then we're just going to cover this and microwave it for 15 minutes. And that is our fajitas in a flash. So give me a minute just to put this in here. We're going to time cook it for 15. And we're going to clean up this mess. And by clean up, I mean throw it all in the sink for me to wash later. Okay, so while we are waiting for our fajitas to cook, do you guys want to learn how to make a quick dessert? Comment somewhere, anywhere. I'll start looking around to all the places I've shared to see, oh my God, I love chicken. Yes. Okay, I didn't get to see any of these comments. I can't believe I didn't see this from the start. Welcome, Louise, to the live feed. We've got a few places that I'm sharing this video. So this is Tara's live cooking show tonight, and I'm testing it going through my business page and then sharing it into my events, my technical crew. Yeah, my husband's amazing. I'm trying to share it so that way I can test this for later or to see if it's something that I need to do straight into an event. So thank you all for testing this with me. Our chicken is cooking, and we are going to work on our super, super simple, easiest dessert you'll ever make. This one is one that my mother has called for years a dump cake, but hers was always made in the oven. Anyone's moms out there make a dump cake where you dump everything in and hope it comes out okay? Well, we're going to go with it. All right, so what we're going to use for this is our deep covered baker, or not deep covered baker, our rock crock. I'm going to teach you how to use our can opener because Pampered Chef's can opener is amazing, but it takes some practice, and I'll tell you my story while we're waiting on our fajitas. So the rock crock is really neat. It has a 5-year warranty. It's made out of a natural clay, and it is fired at a really, really, really high temperature. They're all individually formed, and it can go up to 762 degrees, so it can go everywhere. Louise, I'll send you the link for my lipstick. You say that every time, so I'll get you some. Okay, so it's already glazed and ready to go for you, which is really, really great. And it comes with 10 recipe cards to get you started right away. I also have an electronic cookbook for this one as well. So it does work out very, very easy to be able to do some fun stuff. So the rock crocks can go everywhere. There are 5 different sizes. This one's kind of the middle version. I kind of stick to this one because I'm a middle child. So this one's a middle size, kind of works out. But it's a 2.5 quart. It does go on the stovetop, in the microwave, under the broiler, in the oven, outside on the grill, and it's dishwasher safe. So if you're looking for a husband-proof pot, this is it. Or if your husband cooks, this one's for you, ladies. Put it on your Mother's Day wish list. It's a great one to go. And I will teach you I'll tell you my really funny.
Which version is that?
This one is the everyday. This one is the everyday rock crock. I have all the sizes here, so if there's other sizes you want to see, let me know, and I can dig into my cabinets and pull them out for you. I do like to show off the spatulas. I do this at all of my shows. It looks like we're a majority of women tonight, so I'll tell you my silly joke with it. These I nickname my Baywatch spatulas because they're skinny on the bottom, big on top, and full of silicone. They come in sizes from training bra to double D. This one's a C cup. This little babies are small. It's our little training bra size. So if you're looking for some fun spatulas, these guys are stain resistant, heat resistant. You can leave them sitting on your stove top in your pot while it's cooking, and it's not going to melt on you. If your kitchen catches fire and those gorgeous firemen come to rescue you, your spatula is also surviving. So is your rock crock. Okay, so to teach you the can opener, I'm going to teach it to you upside down. So honey, direct me. This way, this way. Okay, so I'm going to teach it to you upside down. So you'll notice on the bottom of Pampered Chef's can opener, there's this little wheel, and that is going to, thanks Louise, she liked my joke. Okay, that's going to bump up against the side of the can. So you want to bump it up against the side of the can, and I'm going to turn it right side up, and when you are rotating clockwise, and you can lift the can by the can opener, you have it on correctly. Yeah, Roberta, steal your mama's can opener. It's super easy to use, but show her this video. She can use this. So you're going to rotate clockwise. It's going to feel a little tight the first few times that you are getting used to it. And then it's going to, all of a sudden, it'll either make a popping sound, or sometimes it'll make a little bit of a noise, and you're like, did I finish? But it doesn't come off. So the key is, once you've gone all the way around, you're going to go counterclockwise, and it's going to release that little ball joint, whatever, off of it. Now I'm going to get close, so let's see if it'll focus. Can you see the ridges? All right, so around this can, and I can't see the video because Stephen has it hiding from me, but you should see little teeth-looking ridges. Kind of. Okay, not really. Stephen says you can't see it. Anyways, when you're looking at the can, when you're doing this at home, you'll see the little ridges. And what you're going to do is you're going to realize you can't actually take the lid off. So I'll tell you what happened to me. I could not get the lid off. I put it back in the pantry. I got the next can. I tried to do that one. I couldn't do it. I put that one back in the pantry. And then my husband came home from work, and I said the can opener is broken. And he read the instructions. I don't read instructions. It's a can opener. It should work. But he read the instructions, and it was really, really neat to see. He goes, honey, did you notice that this has a little trigger? And so when you push this little button, it's not just a cool place to rest your thumb, but when you push the button, it actually, and I don't know where the best place to do it. Here, up and over this one. Okay, down, up, down. That's it. Dancing with the can opener. Okay, but you should see these little teeth close. So when you push that button in, you'll see the little teeth close. And what that does is you line it up on either side of the can, push the trigger down, and then it's going to pull that can lid right off. And then it has no sharp edges. So no sharp edges on the can opener, no sharp edges on the can, no more getting your fingers cut going in to dig into a can. So when I'm at a live show and I do anything with cans, I always clean that one up, pass it around, let everyone see it, and then I make the joke that says, if you're that person that does crafts with can lids, sneak it in your purse. No one will know you took it. Okay, super easy. All right, so we're going to take and put our apple pie filling. Now this recipe, you could do any pie filling in the world. If you have one of my girls, Kathy, she goes apple picking every single fall, and then she makes her own apple pie filling. So you could do your own. You could do two in here. You want to kind of just get it enough so it coats the entire bottom of the pan. So if you are doing any pie filling, cherry, blueberry, apple, anything that you want on the bottom, you can do that. Okay, so then we're going to take a yellow cake mix, any brand. I usually go Betty Crocker because, you know, she's a box baker cook. I can handle that. And then we're just going to take and sprinkle, very sharp knife, I did warn you. We're going to sprinkle this yellow cake mix on top. Now I always kind of gauge it for what I'm working on. So I kind of gauge it, and I've covered enough so that I don't see any of the filling in the bottom. So you don't end up having to use the entire cake mix. If you are doing, you want to be able to get two out of it, you can do that. Just use half of your cake mix, and then you want it to kind of cover. So if you see it there, it's all nice and covered. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take one whole stick of butter. That's a lot of butter, I know. And we're going to cut it into slices. And we're going to just put that right on top in little slices on our cake mix. And when our fajitas are done, this is going to take, let me move it closer. When the fajitas are done, this is going to take about 10 minutes, and then that will be ready to cook, and my coworkers, meaning all of my children, my team, anyone who wants to come eat this, can enjoy this yummy, yummy cake. So I usually, and you might end up using the whole stick of butter, you might not, totally up to you, but I want to make sure that it's kind of covering about every square possible inch of it, because that's going to be what wets this entire top and makes our little crumbly topping on our dessert. My husband's adjusting lighting, so if you see weird splotches, it's me, it's hot in here. Just kidding. Okay, so what have you guys been up to today? Anything cool? My children are hiding. I threatened them within an inch of their life, Louise. They're hiding. Okay, so I used almost the entire stick of butter. We have about 2 inches left. And you really just want to kind of cover it until you've got a good fair share of, how am I looking now? So you cover it all. I don't know where I put my lid. Oh, next to it. Anybody could totally do this job. Okay, so that is our 15-minute fajitas. When those guys come out of the microwave, I am going to take our salad choppers and chop those all to pieces and show you how it looks. Now, I always say that when you're doing the chicken fajitas in the microwave, start at a lower time, so start at 15 minutes. You can always add time at the end. You cannot take time away. If you start it too high, like 16, 17 minutes, you could overcook your chicken and it won't taste as good. Okay, so that is our super, super easy chicken fajitas. I was just checking to see if anyone had any comments. Our chicken fajitas and our apple crisp. Try to survive the last 6 weeks of school. Oh, terrible. Roberta, I know it's almost over. It's almost over. First full year as a teacher. You're doing amazing. Okay, so while I have your attention, and I know we've only been here for about 25 minutes, so not bad for 2 recipes being done. I do want to show you all the fun stuff that you get if you decide that you want to host your own party. And this is Tara's cooking show. So she will be getting host rewards, and Stephen will be posting the link where you can order for her show right here in the comments. So you'll see that come right up. So so that way you'll be able to click right on the link and place your orders to be able to help Tara out tonight as our hostess. And she is going to be getting some free stuff and discounted products and having a lot of fun shopping for her own kitchen. And that's why we're doing this. That's why most people do parties, is to be able to stretch their budget. But I do want to show you really quickly what you get if you decide that you want to host your own show. So this show that we're doing here tonight is on Facebook. It's live. This is one of the variations of shows that I do here. I'm in Central Florida, so if you're watching this from out of the area, we can go Facebook Live here. I just get to eat all the food. If you're local Central Florida area, I go all the way to Ocala and Gainesville, you know, all the way down wherever I travel. It's good. So if you're anywhere local Central Florida, I would be more than happy to come do a live cooking show with you. And or we can do what I call a 10-day, and don't wait, yeah, you want to move it away from her name so it doesn't tag her or mess up my link. I'm watching him work. There you go. Okay, so I lost what I was saying. What was I saying? So you have to kind of go over, yeah, and then hit enter. It should go. Nope, it didn't go. Hey, Heather and Emily, welcome to the live show. We got about 2.5 minutes left on our chicken fajitas, and we're just showing you what you get when you decide to host your own party. So the options are always catalog show. You do all the work, I get a paycheck. Works for me. Facebook shows, we can do the 1 hour live like we're doing right now, or we can do where I post for 10 days and people can order and shop at their convenience. We can also do a live cooking show. There you go. That worked. Perfect. Okay, so Stephen just posted the link. So those of you who know Tara and are in her show, feel free to click that link and we'll go from there. So at my shows, my live shows, I say this is the time where I get to be Vanna White. So feel free to ooh and ah over all the stuff that you get.
Ooh,
ah. That's my peanut gallery. Okay, so as a host, we never want you to pay full price for anything. Hey, Laura, welcome. We want you to get as much free stuff as possible, so feel free to buy everything on your wish list. Tara won't mind at all when you do. Tara will be able to get up to 5 items or sets at 50% off. Ignore my puggle if you see him in the background. His name is Jake. He's eating scraps off the floor. You also get to save up to 30% for an entire year. That's on your personal order as a host, and then you save 10% for an entire year from the date of your party, which is really, really neat because that also includes items that are on my outlet and already on sale. We also have a different host special. The reason we're doing this party in April is because our stoneware is 60% off, and Tara's getting that deep covered baker for 60% off. So $89 at 60%, that's all she's paying. It's a good deal. And our special changes from month to month. Also, everyone who decides they want to book their own party from Tara's, she will get an extra half-priced item at your show. So feel free to book all your parties, buy everything on your wish list, and then I always say, and you get me. And I pause for effect so you can ooh and ah. Thank you, honey. Just kidding. All right, we got 48 seconds left on our chicken fajitas, so I'm going to check on those real quick, and then I'm going to show you all the fun you get if you decide that you want to give our apron a try. This one is an old school Pampered Chef apron, so I don't know if it's backwards to you guys or not, but there you go. Caution, extremely hot. Just kidding. So yeah, this is going to be hot when I pull it out of the oven. So I'm going to be using our oven mitts, which I also did not give Stephen a cheat number for. These guys, you can buy them as one or a set of two. The two makes sense because, hello, most of us have two hands, so that kind of makes sense. But these are quilted on the inside, and I did test them. They are machine wash safe. So I had a customer who asked me if you could dishwasher them, and I said, well, that's a great question. Let's find out. So I dishwashered one, and I machine washed the other, and the dishwashered one actually came out cleaner. Okay, so you should see all of this yummy, yummy steam. Put this one in. So as soon as I lift this lid, which I should put this on. Hello, it's hot. Nice steam coming up, so hopefully you can see all the steam. Okay, and we're going to use those salad choppers I was telling you about. So again, I do the salad choppers backwards or the right way. Let's just be real. And this is just going to shred. And let me see if I can angle this. Can they see if without me angling? You're going to see it's just going to shred up all that chicken. So what I look for when I'm cutting this up is to make sure that the chicken is cooked all the way through. You can actually take a thermometer. Pampered Chef has a great one that you can test and look at it. This one's probably going to need about another minute and a half because I have one fat chicken. That chicken in the middle was really chubby. So it's going to need about an extra minute to cook up what's left over there. And you just see here it's just shredding up all of this, all the vegetables, all the chicken, and in no time at all you have your 15-minute fajitas in a flash, which is what this recipe is called. If you're looking for this recipe on my website, you want to type in rush hour fajitas because it is on there for you. But they add a few extra things, like they put fresh garlic in, which you can do anytime. I'm a huge fan of garlic, and probably one or two more ingredients. Best way to remember this recipe, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 fajitas. It is 1 onion. Oh, my tongs are this way. We had cooking club at my house last night, so we were making some sushi and our beef teriyaki lo mein, so I was using my tongs for the lo mein recipe. Okay, so then this is such a beautiful color. You can do any color peppers you like. If you don't like red peppers, that's fine. Do them all green. It doesn't matter. And then you have all of this yummy, yummy shredded fajitas. So, of course, you can serve this over rice, in your tortilla shells. Any way you want to do your chicken fajitas, they're ready to go. Okay, so we do have 8 minutes left on our dessert, and then I'll show you how that one looks. So in the meantime, clean up my mess. And I'll show you all the fun that you get if you decide that you want to give our apron a try. So I do like to show you that the apron is flexible because it can fit any lifestyle. If you're working full-time and just want some extra spending money, you can do that from home on the computer a few hours a week, being able to make some extra money. If you love entertaining and cooking and talking, then you might want to think about being a live consultant where you can do those cooking shows, make the recipes, eat all the delicious food. That's an option for you as well. We also have our catalog consultants, those people who just want to share a catalog and get some free stuff. That works too. But Pampered Chef came into our life at a time where we really didn't have very much at all. Some of you know my Pampered Chef story, some of you don't. But when I joined Pampered Chef, we were living very, very paycheck to paycheck, meaning we were scraping money and praying that nothing happened in between the 2 weeks we didn't have money. And when Pampered Chef came into our life, I went to the show, and one of my girlfriends from church said, hey, I'm having a cooking party at the house. And I said, I like to eat. So I was supposed to go to a Zumba workout class with Sarah. So if she's watching this, that was us. I skipped that Zumba workout class to go to this cooking show, and they made a pork tenderloin in 14 minutes in the microwave, and I went, okay, I want everything. And we couldn't afford anything, so I actually shared an order with my mother-in-law, and she paid the shipping, and I bought a cookbook. That's all I could afford. I bought a cookbook, and then I came home telling my husband I wanted a party because I wanted to be able to get more stuff for free. And we scheduled the party, and I started thinking, well, you know what? I kind of want all the products. And he said, well, hey, why not? I said, I can either buy everything, here's the cost, or I can sign up as a consultant and get it for this much. What do you think? And he told me just to buy the consultant kit and never look back, and I was going to be a kidnapper. And instead I decided, you know what, let me try a couple of shows. Let me see if I can do this. And it'll be 6 years in July, guys. 6 years ago I started my Pamper Chef journey. So it's really given us a great opportunity to get out from under our debt, to be able to save some money, be able to do extra things for the kids and put them in sports. And I get to take my amazing support system, my husband, on an all-expense paid vacation every single year just for showing up to work 2 times a week.
Ooh, ah.
That's Steven saying ooh and ah. And the Asian seasoning is amazing, Samantha. It makes a really yummy dressing as well. Okay, I got 5 minutes on dessert, and then we'll wrap this shindig up. Let me show you all the stuff you get if you decide to give our apron a try. Am I going this way? Ooh, thank you. Feel free to ooh and ah. So if you're looking for some part-time money, full-time money, or just some extra spending money, we've got you covered. My average new consultant makes between $100 and $120 every time they do a cooking show. So a cooking show is in the home. You're surrounded by friends and family, and they all eat and shop, and drinking usually gets them to spend more, so feel free to have some wine. Thanks, Louise. But of course, you know, you can do as many shows as you want, and you're going to make some more money as you start building a team and saying, ooh, that would be fun. Let's do this together. Samantha, message me and remind me to send you the dressing recipe for the Asian seasoning, because I made it at one of my cooking clubs last year. It's phenomenal. We also can earn some great free vacations and free products, which is really neat because they don't just pay us in spatulas. They actually give us a paycheck, which works well. But occasionally they pay us in spatulas, and then I'm like, hey, look what showed up. I got a new spatula. But we get a ton of stuff in our catalog, and if you're shopping the website, you'll be able to see there's a beautiful set of 7 green emoji cookie cutters. Those are, every single season we have a different item that we round up, and that item goes to help our big Feeding America campaign. We did our team training last June at the Second Harvest Food Bank, who gets a lot of the money from the Feeding America campaign here locally in Central Florida, and they said that every single purchase helps them. We raise over $18,000–$19,000 a year with people buying specific help with cancer items or rounding up their change. So if you're at all interested in a beautiful set of emoji cookie cutters, they make great salto ornaments. They do great cookies. You can do Jello molds in them. You can do your chocolate in there as well, and all kinds of fun stuff with the emoji cookie cutters. Get a set for you. Get a set to give at Christmas. They're great stocking stuffers, gifts for anyone. It really works out very well. But we do love to give back to our community. Louise did mention earlier we do fundraisers. I did do a fundraiser for her mama to get her, hopefully she's back here now in Florida, but to help with the transport costs to get her from Arkansas back over here. So we do fundraisers. If you have a cause that you're passionate about, let me know. I love to be able to give money back to the organization. So I always match what Pampered Chef donates. For all of you that are just coming in, welcome. There is a catalog you can look through. Heather, if you go to sassychefs.com, you'll be able to get the link for the interactive catalog online. And Steven can actually post the link again for us because we're doing this show live for Tara. So if you have an order you want to place, it will credit our live hostess tonight, Tara. So we'll get that link posted again. We do have an app for that. So you can run your entire business on your smartphone, Apple, Android, or tablet. And we do have company events. If you're here in Central Florida area, we have training twice a month that we would love to be able to have you pop into. And we also have a big slumber party in Chicago every end of summer. So this year it's in August. If you want to come with us, and guys are welcome also. You just can't share my room. My husband, he might not like that. But we do have a big slumber party. Conference is amazing. We get a ton of free swag, which works really well. But we do have a ton of great things to get from the company. And you get me, and I really like to get you off to a great start. So if you're thinking, you know what, I might want to do something like this, it might be a good time, let me know. I mean, really, you're not losing anything by trying. And at the end of it, you might say, oh my gosh, I had so much fun, let's keep doing this, because that's what happened to me. Okay, we have about a minute left on our dessert. So to recap, for those of you who just came in late, we did our 15-minute fajitas in a flash. So I'll show you this recipe again. And it's filled in all of our yummy natural juices from that chicken to help season up all those veggies. So we used our deep covered baker. We put 1 onion. You can do 2 or 3 peppers on top of that chipotle seasoning. Covered it with 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And then covered it with more chipotle seasoning. Covered it and microwaved it for 15 minutes. And then we just took our salad choppers and chop this whole thing to bits. And then this will get served on some tortilla shells. This can get served over rice. You've got your protein, you've got your veggie, you've got some really, really great flavors going on in here. And so that is our fajitas in a flash. And I'm going to pull out our dessert because that guy is ready in about 28 seconds. So while we're waiting, does anyone have any questions that I can answer while we're live? Our live show is scheduled from 8:30 until 9:30. Right now I'm done. We finished everything in 42 minutes. But if you do have questions, now is the best time to ask them because I can answer them. Or if there's a product that you want to see, chances are I have it. So post it so I can bring it out and show you how it works. And Stephen will have to do the smell-o-vision for you because this one is one of my favorites. This is the dessert. This or a little 10-minute cake is what I make anytime my mom tells me, hey, I'm coming to your house. I'm like, ooh, I can do a quick cake. This one here is our apple crisp, so you'll notice that the top of it got this nice crumbly going on. I don't know where I should do this so you can see it. I'm good. I'm learning these camera angles. Okay, so it's got a nice crumbly on the bottom. The longer you let this sit, the crunchier that topping is going to get. How many hours does a consultant have to commit to working a week? That is a great question, ladies. Most of my consultants spend about 5 or 6 hours a week doing Pampered Chef if they're just virtual consultants. For me, I like to do the live cooking shows, so I typically try to do 2 shows a week, which puts me at about 6 hours, plus any of my prep and posting on Facebook. So probably about 10 hours a week is what I personally spend, between 10 to 15 hours a week, but a typical consultant, 5 or 6. So that is a great question. If this were a live show, I'd give you cards and you'd play a game. Anyone else have any questions for me? Which camera do you want me to look at? Okay, doesn't matter.
The one facing you.
The one facing me. Hey, Sydney, welcome back. All right, I know we do have several people that are watching this. I'm done cooking. So if you liked any of the products that you saw tonight, Stephen, I hope, has been putting up all the links so you guys can see, or all the descriptions.
Including the ones you didn't provide me.
Including the ones I didn't provide him. I gave him a list. My favorite recipe is this one, the chicken fajitas. That one or the chicken bruschetta pasta. Those are some of my absolute favorites. Stephen's had them enough. He doesn't like them anymore.
Love the fajitas.
He loves the fajitas. He doesn't like the chicken bruschetta
Skip
pasta.
dinner to eat this now.
He did. He totally skipped dinner so he could eat this. He's like, we're cooking tonight at 8:30. I'll eat that late. Probably one of my favorites that used to be, it was the very first recipe I ever learned with Pampered Chef. It was the 3-cheese garden pizza. We ate that every single week for 6 months because I was perfecting the recipe. And Stephen said, if I never have that pizza again, that's okay.
It was delicious.
So I haven't made it since. Okay, so Tara, I know you have a big wish list. You posted a bunch of products that you wanted to see live. I know several of them you saw with me 2 weeks ago when I was doing my tester. So if you want me to highlight them later in the virtual party, I can do that for you as well, because we only touched on the few that we needed for the recipes tonight. These recipes, I can post the how-to guides. If you need them, let me know. If you want these recipes for later, they're super, super easy and really, really hassle-free. So what do you guys think? Quick and easy? Thumbs up?
Bring the food out so you can see it.
Bring the food out so you can see it. Let me take lids off. It's hot. Name your favorite product. Oh, see, that's a toss-up because I've been using the deep covered baker so long that this one's probably my favorite, but the rock crock is slowly becoming a favorite as well. I also use my 12-inch skillet like it's running out of style. It's usually living up here on the stovetop because I never put it away. What I caught was the looks delicious. Yes, Samantha, it's super, super easy. The chicken fajitas are a huge crowd favorite. Even if your kids don't like veggies, they will eat this because it's so good. You can always add more seasoning, add some salt if you want. Throw it on some tortilla shells. You can shred your own cheese. It's better for you. It tastes better. and it's cheaper. So we have a shredder that does that. My iced tea maker or my can opener, I don't have much more. That's why we're doing this party. So the can opener is awesome. We did get to show that one off tonight. And the pitcher, I have the old style because when the new style came out, it was taller for my fridge, so I gifted them. And I have the old style, but it's still awesome. It plunges and mixes all your stuff together. Favorite product. Okay, so that was my favorite product. Any other questions? Just kidding.
How'd you get so good looking?
Oh, those are genetics. My husband, how I get so good looking. You know. What do you want most off your list, Tara? So Tara, that question's for you. I think she wants the deep covered baker. I'm speaking for her, but feel free to chime in. This is why she booked a party in April, because she wants this bad boy 60% off. It is 60% off for all of our April hostesses. There is plenty of time left in the month if you also want this for 60% off. Old style. Yeah, yours is the old style too, like mine. That's fine, Tara. Oh, let me pull it out. Mine's dirty. It's all full of raspberry tea. This is my quick stir.
Just put it down.
Let's put it down. So it plunges to mix it all together. Also makes for a mean margarita or mojitos or any of that. It is peach tea, and I have a little bit of extra. Just came out the top there because I didn't close it. See, if you follow the instructions, it's open right now. You move to the middle to close it. You won't spill it over. And then on the other side, it'll strain. So if you put any fruits in here to infuse your waters or do any of that, you can actually strain it out. This one is the old style. This one is the old style. It's the gallon size. There's also a half-gallon size. So if you're making Crystal Light, 2 packets does a gallon. 1 packet does the half-gallon. That's what we do here, is we drink Crystal Light in droves. Louise, I will book you for a Facebook Live show. It's a 1 hour, so you let me know what night works for you, and we'll get it on the books. All right, I think we are almost out of time. Hopefully you guys had fun tonight learning to make some simple recipes. Message me, inbox me, or comment on this video thread if you wanted to see more recipes, if you want to schedule your own Facebook show, and of course, feel free to shop Tara's link and give her some extra host rewards. Everyone who does shop her link, as if it, when I do a live cooking show, I take orders before I leave the house. So anyone who shops from Tara's link tonight, you will get an extra goodie mailed to you from me as a thank you for supporting my very first live actual show and not just a live tester for me. So feel free to place that order. We'll post the link again for you here at the end, and I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining me here and for joining Tara and participating and commenting. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week. Happy Wednesday, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye, guys.